All right, friends, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, hi, my name is Elizabeth, and this is The Joyful Sojourn. And this is just a community of people that love stationery and planning and doing things creatively. So if that sounds like it's up your alley, I hope you'll consider subscribing to my channel and coming back sometime. Today, we are talking all about the new, customizable, interchangeable notebook situation from Archer and Olive. If you didn't know this, I am a member of their ambassador team this year, and I received a new planner and this system in advance to share with you right before the release, which was on July 16th, 2025. Now, I am both a ambassador and a consumer and purchaser of Archer and Olive products. So what I did was I did order during the release the additional 2 soft cover notebooks that you can purchase separately from the cover. The cover comes with an A5 dot grid. I purchased the lined and the blank. So I thought I would unbox these for you. They just arrived, and show you what they look like. And then I got a lot of questions on my reveal video about this cover and what would fit in it. So we're going to go a little bit deeper into the different things that will fit inside this cover. I have grabbed, I grabbed a B6 notebook just to test it out. We know that the A5 and above are not going to fit in here. Archer and Olive clearly states that on their website. So I want to try a B6, see if that fits. And then I grabbed a bunch of soft cover A5 or traveler's notebook sized things. And we're going to try all of them in here and see what fits. And hopefully it gives you all the information you need to decide if this is a product for you. If you decide to shop Archer and Olive at any time, please consider shopping with my affiliate link, and my discount code Joyful10 will always save you 10% off at Archer and Olive. So it only saves you money, doesn't cost you anything, it saves you, and it lets Archer and Olive know that I've done a good job getting the word out about their company, and I would get a small commission off of your purchase. So let's just first start with what you've already seen if you were on my channel last week. But this is the new cover situation. Okay, there are 2 different designs. Maybe they'll come out with more. I don't know. I hope that they do, because it's a really cool concept. You have a really nice debossed vegan leather cover. There's a design on the spine, design on the back, magnetic closure. And then the big thing for me was they came out with soft bound notebooks with their 160 GSM paper. When you get the cover, you will get one of these already in your cover. You'll get the dot grid version. It's a whole set, and this is $39. Then if you want to get replacement dot grid soft bounds, or you want to get these blank and lined, you can buy these separately for $19. So if you are someone that loves your 160 GSM, but you're wanting soft bound, you could even just buy these individually if you don't want this cover. So you get that nice Archer and Olive paper on a soft bound notebook. Now, I had a couple questions in the video, and I responded to these questions already in the comments, but let's actually, I think I need to move some things around. Hold on. I want to show you guys, someone asked about what the binding style was and if it's lay flat. So let me just show you. It is a stitched and glued, maybe. Like, it looks stitched. I mean, you can see stitching, but it might also be glued. It's at least stitched though. And it is totally lay flat. You're going to have to work it in as you would with any new notebook, kind of go throughout the thing and press those pages down. But it is lay flat. So lay flat, stitch, and maybe glue as well. I can't be sure, but at least stitched. And another difference here is you have a straight edge corner, whereas Archer and Olive hardbound books are typically rounded corners. So different corner there. And the softbound also will not have kind of a fancy design on the inside, and it will not have a loop, pen loop, or a pocket in the back. So it is more cost efficient or cost effective because it doesn't have, you know, it doesn't have those kind of additional items. And actually flipping through, I thought I saw a sewn part, but in any case, sewn and glued. Oh, there it is. There you can see it is sewn there. So that is the Softbound. I will also say this is really a thick cover. So compared to other Softbound notebooks that I have, they have more like flex to them. They're more flexy. This is stiffer, okay? So this is really sturdy. And then you have the design, whatever guts are on the inside is modeled with this cute little kind of icon thing in the center of the page. And it's paper or cardstock, really thick cardstock. So this is the notebook. Let's look at the additional ones you can purchase if you want to change out the style of guts. And I was curious about this too, like, because what I got from Archer and Olive was like in the box, I was wondering, are they going to do cheaper packaging for the Softbound? And they are, which in my opinion is nice because I'm sure a lot of us already have tons of really beautiful boxes, and I'd rather pay $19 plus a 10% off discount for a nice notebook, but without all the extra packaging. And so I like that they've done more of a budget-friendly packaging for these Softbounds. So, oh man, that's so cool. Let me open both of them, and we'll look at all three together. So A5 softcover. They only have them in A5 size. They only have them in this gray color. This is, you know, a pilot. Think of it as a pilot. So I'm hopeful, oh, that's cool, that these will be a successful item on their website and they'll come out with graph grid. Y'all, I love graph grid. And that is the one thing missing from this collection. But look at this. The blank paper is going to have a square. The lined is going to have lines, and the dot grid is going to have dots. And again, you don't need to purchase a dot grid if you're getting the cover, because when you get the cover, the dot grid will be inside. So if you want another dot grid, you can buy it separate, and these other ones you can buy separate. So we've taken a look at this one. The lined, it's going to be the same thing, just lined. Lined paper. I like the spacing on that. It's not too thin, not too wide. This one I haven't opened yet. See, look, we just give it a nice press. It will lay flat. You're going to want to go through several pages and press. Okay, we're starting to get thick. It's lifting up just a little bit, but that's because I haven't really kind of worked with this guy, but still lay flat. And there you can see the spine. I know notebook experts are wanting to see these details, so I'm trying to show you what I can. Again, really thick cardstock here. So there is the line. I think the aesthetic on this is sexy. I know I've gotten comments in the past about some of their designs being too feminine. No one can argue that this is too feminine. I just think it's so nice and clean. I could see this being a great like workbook, project notebook for my husband. Really, really nice. So this is the blank one. I don't know how I'd use the blank one. I like a little bit of structure. If this was graph grid, I'd be so happy. There you can see that sewn stitching. So these are now, we can see all three of the A5 Softbound notebooks. And did I tell you guys how many pages were in here? There are 128. This is important because I have been with many of you where sometimes the A5 notebooks with the, 198 pages, it feels like a lot. Now, if you are using an Archer and Olive notebook as a bullet journal for a whole year, or even a half year, you might want all 198 pages. But some of my favorite A5 notebooks from Archer and Olive have been smaller, like 120 pages. And the B6 size, I think, has grown in popularity because it has like 119 pages in it. It is a thinner book. So I really appreciate that these A5 notebooks have the same 160 GSM paper, but they have less pages. So they don't feel as chunky monkey, you know? So like this is my creative listing notebook. This is an A5 in their standard, I think 198 pages. Look at the thickness difference. It's just less, I don't know, it feels good in the hand. It's more portable. You still get the good quality paper, but something about this is really cool. And if you're someone that likes to add like vinyl stickers and stuff to the front, you can't get any more neutral than a nice charcoal gray, and it's paper. These are like paper covers. So they're going to, your stickers are going to stick really well to them. So if you have been one of those folks that's like, I like the A5, but I like the page count of a B6, these are going to be a really great option. And I don't think I mentioned that in my initial release video. I've just been thinking about this more and more, and I'm like, this makes a lot of sense. So really excited about these, whether you get the cover or not. If you want to try Archer and Olive paper, get one of these notebooks. Decorate it the way that you want. See how you like the paper. Maybe you are starting to get into inks and stamping or watercolor, or trying different pens, acrylic pens, paint pens, water pens, whatever. And you don't want to mess up. I hate that idea. Like, I talk ad nauseum on my channel about using the notebooks that you have. But if you're new to Archer and Olive and you want to test out different mediums on Archer and Olive paper, you could easily get one of these and have it as a sample book, a swatch book, whatever, to try all of your different mediums in this. You can take it on the go, and you're not using a gorgeous kind of custom cover for something like that. So just another idea for how to use these. I haven't heard a lot of people talking about these yet. And I know that they're still new, but I really want to make sure that you guys understand the potential of a softbound, less page notebook with Archer and Olive paper. I think it's really cool. Okay, so let's jump over to the cover. Other than the binding style and the lay flat design of the notebooks, people asked what fits in this. Like, if for some reason Archer and Olive were to cancel their notebooks, I don't think they would do that. But what else can I fit in this? Because you might be looking at this and go, gosh, that's like really pretty. I want to use it for something else. Let's get into what I have and try things out. Now, one of the first questions was, can you fit 2 in here? The answer to that is absolutely not. You are limited to this width of a spine. And so while you do have 2 pockets here, your spine is not going to be thick enough or wide enough to accommodate both. So I'm just going to show you. Sure, you can slide them in, but it's not going to fit. Now, if you were going to leave it open on your desk, you could do that, but there's no way it's going to accommodate 2 notebooks. Okay, so let's test out an A5 hardbound. They already say this on the website, it will not fit. I can already tell you it won't. These covers are thick, and they have more pages, like I just said, more pages in a traditional A5 than in the softbound. So already, I mean, you can just tell by looking at this. I'm not even going to try to stuff it in. It's not going to fit. Okay, so an A5 hardbound is not going to fit. A B6 has potential. I have not tested this out. Could not work, but let's just test it out. It does fit with room and a little awkwardly. So if you wanted to cover a B6, you can. Could you do a B6 with, like, let's say you took, this guy is blank. Could you take a blank one upside down and pop it in on this side? It's a little bit closer, but no. So you cannot do a B6 and the Softbound together. So if you want to do a B6, you can, but you're going to have some height on, or you're going to have room up at the top. If you push it down, let's see, could you like, oh gosh, I should have covered that up. No, we're just playing it this way. Yeah, you're not going to want to put anything in there. It's going to slide around if you do a B6, but a B6 will fit for those curious. Okay, let's get into my Softbound collection. Perhaps you have some of these and you want to know if they will fit. Let me start with my AMW planner. This is said to be an A5. It is a Softbound. It is a Japanese style paper, and I don't think it's going to fit. The stitching comes in a little bit. And so I think, is this a true, it's got to be a true A5. It is a little bit smaller than an A5. Wow. So does that mean, so they're saying that this is an A5, but if you compare this to an A5 notebook, it is definitely a little bit shorter. Barely. It's pretty close, actually. So it's really the cover that's making it. I mean, it's not even like maybe a millimeter shorter, and shorter width-wise and height-wise. So it is pretty close, which means this one, I think this is not a true A5 then, the AMW planner. It's so hard to tell with the covers. So this Softbound AMW A5 does not fit on here. Let's just get through as many of these as I can. So that doesn't fit. Let's go to I keep all of my kind of available notebooks in a Maple and Lark Bliss bin. This is a large size. Move this guy out of the way, and we're just gonna rapid fire try different guys. Okay, so these are traditional traveler's notebooks, and these are too tall. So traveler's notebook, which typically, at least with the Archer and Olive ones, they're the same height as the A5. This one is going to be a little bit too tall. However, if you have a cutting tool, or if you're someone that's comfortable with cutting your planners and notebooks, you could cut this ever so slightly and it would fit just fine. But as it is, this traditional traveler's notebook size notebook is not going to fit. This was a monthly planner that I found at Daiso. I did it for a Daiso haul video, and this one fits. This is just a generic one from Daiso, so I can't give you branding, but it is very thin and it fits easy peasy. So you could probably combine this one with the existing notebook if you wanted to add a monthly, which actually makes me think that if you had like a Sterling Ink monthly, I wonder if I have one in here. I don't think I do. But if you had a Sterling Ink monthly or a Hobonichi, oh, what is it? The Day Free. I wonder if that would fit in here. But let's just put this over on this side, even though it's going to be not upside down, but you'll just have to open it up this way. Let's see if this guy fits. Doesn't want to go in on this side. That makes 0 sense. It's getting wrinkled. The material of the cover is vegan leather, so it's actually pretty thin and flexible. That actually, oh, look, we're warping a little bit. We are warping a little bit. So you could do that if you wanted to, but I'll leave that up to you if it's going to bother you. That it is wrinkled a bit. Should I go in a little bit further? I don't think I can go in a bit further. So it fits, but it's, I mean, I wouldn't like that personally. So that was a random Daiso A5. All right, let's take a look at Jane's agenda. Little traveler's notebooks. This one is lined. I've got a bunch of different ones. These are from subscription boxes. They're all the same size. This one is graph. Let's try one of these. These are super thin. Okay, too tall. So Jane's agenda ones will not fit. This was from Cloth and Paper. This is a Cloth and Paper A5 notebook. This one, closer than Jane's agenda, but still a little bit too tall. These are very easy to cut if you have a paper cutter. So if you wanted to do it, you could cut these down to fit. These are stitched. This is like an old Erin Condren. Okay, these are like the petite, what are they called? Their Petite Folio system, Erin Condren's Petite Folio system. Let's try one of these. That is not going to fit. Barely, just barely. So all of these styles so far are just a little too tall. Then I have oh gosh, I forgot how delicious these feel. The sewn binding notebooks from Laurel Denise. Oh, they are so nice, you guys. The material of this cover is so nice. And she has like the most beautiful cover designs. Let's see if this fits. Oh, this is the closest. Oh, I don't want to squeeze it, but this is the closest fit, but it's not a fit. So the Laurel Denise ones won't fit. We said the Erin Condren won't fit. Okay, so now I have a Astology. This is an A5 Astology notebook. This one I can already tell it's bigger. Look at that, actually. I don't even need to test it. See the size difference? Definitely longer. So Astology is not going to fit. I thought for sure that it would, but I can see here it won't fit. And then, of course, this is a much larger Astology. That's not going to fit. Let me see. Let me look around my office really fast and see if I have anything else. You know what would be interesting is if, like, a mini happy planner with mini discs would fit. Let me see if I have anything else that's smaller. And I know I have, like, hold on. I think I have like Hobonichi Weeks size. Let me grab something like that. And let's see. Let's grab this guy. I'm grabbing all the things, guys, because while we're here, I want to be as thorough for you as possible. Please tell me if this is helpful, breaking out all the stuff. All's the things. Okay, so this is an old cover for, love this journal. This is the Traveler's Notebook size from Archer and Olive. Not gonna fit. So Traveler's Notebook, not gonna fit from Archer and Olive. This is, I wanna say this is an A6 Astology. So she teeny tiny. Obviously, she's gonna fit, but you're gonna have a ton of wiggle room. But there you can see how easily that slides in. And this is a week's size planner from Sweet Freckled Designs, but I think she's Soft Paper Studio now. And that's what a week's looks like. So much room here. So I was hoping that some of my other A5 things would fit in here, and they really don't. So I would, if you want the cover, you have to know that it's really going to be exclusive to these notebooks, okay? But if you just love the notebooks and you don't care about the cover, then just buy the notebooks, not the cover. So again, it's $39 for the combo cover and a notebook. And then the refills are $19. So if you are fine with sticking with these ones for your cover, then I would get the cover, because I think the cover is lovely. I think it is so, so pretty. But just from looking over my collection, there aren't a lot of other notebooks that will fit in the cover itself. It is really custom made for these specific notebooks. If you have any questions, leave them down below. I am here but to serve, guys. I'm here to, you know, get you the info. I did purchase these guys on my own because I wanted to see what they look like, what the packaging was going to look like, and I wanted to dive in a little bit deeper into the cover. So if it was helpful, give this video a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel. If you decide to buy anything from Archer and Olive, whether it's the notebook cover combo or the notebooks or anything else at Archer and Olive, you can support my channel and help me keep the lights on around here by shopping with my affiliate link and using that Joyful 10 discount code. Come hang out with me over on Instagram. My handle is The Joyful Sojourn. And until next time, friends, God bless you. God bless you and keep you. Do something creative today, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.